Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they come off a disappointment last time out that put an end to their modest 3-game win streak.
The Bears take over first down.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
First carry now for David Montgomery. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
1 yard.
The numbers on the ground for Montgomery in last week's affair. 17 carries, 103 yards, and a touchdown.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. He'll run it. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Flush to his right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 2nd and 1. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. And it's 3rd and short.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterback's got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
The 19-yard line.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
They'll look to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Time to see the offense for Green Bay go to work. Aaron Rodgers leading them. What a career it's been. Came into the league back in 2005 as the number 24 pick out of Cal. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard pickup.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
2-yard line.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Jones. That's good.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A run with Jones on 1st down, not going to yield much. A yard tops, 2nd down coming up.
43-yard line.
In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right, man, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoop for the
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield.
Rodgers pass complete. A fumble.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
.38-yard line, 2nd and 11. They run with Jackson out of the gun. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself a big...
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. He's going to field this at the 4. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Time to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Decided to keep it that time on the option. Got out left, but the defense was right there.
And you know what happened on that play, right? Because the defense, as you said, not letting him get upfield. No place for him to ever duck his shoulders and turn upfield and gain yardage. Had to keep moving out laterally. Nice play by the defenders.
2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Brought down at the...
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll move the chains.
1st down, Bears.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. The man is Komet, the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On second down now, it's Montgomery. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a third down. Back to throw here. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a fourth down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, the ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From the 2 now, second and goal. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Rodgers now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal
At the 5-yard line.
Rodgers again now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. Touchdown, Packers! Equanimeous St. Brown, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the 2nd half.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
He'll buy some time right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bears going to call the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we had to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. We now proceed to the start of the second half.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 49-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Robert Tonyan was the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Johnson on the coverage.
To throw again. Rodgers. Flush to his right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Caught on the right side by Jones. First down and much more here for Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one opened downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the first down. Well done all the way around.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Slant to Adams. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They'll try again with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? From the gun, it's Rodgers. forced it, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. Give him 9 yards on the scramble there, but it does leave him still a few inches shy with third down looming.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. You got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice, long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Being chased out left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with fourth down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 40, 30, 10, and into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He needed a yard. That's exactly what he got. Earns him a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Rodgers' pass. Incomplete on the throwaway. DeAndre Baker there defensively.
The Packers on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. This is Penny. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
That's good.
A gain of 4 on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
At the Bears' 2-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And this time he is in. Aaron Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And this will be a Bears 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
The pass.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
On the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And Robinson with a big catch. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
That's not good enough, man.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears get a bit closer.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Number 12 back out there. Aaron and his Packer teammates set to begin their drive. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little bit. Like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. He'll try and run it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Bear, Adrian Amos. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Check, 59, 59. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So